Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, guys. I actually don't know why it wasn't working before. It was really glitching, uh, but it looks like it's a lot better. It's a lot lower quality now, but it's working. So I can't really argue. Hopefully, it'll just stay like this now. I don't know. It looks okay. Uh, have I got audio? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm back. So this is stream number two. By the way, I'm not going to become like a proper streamer. I'm going to do loads of different things. My plan is, and it always has been, I'm just going to get into loads of different things online because I've always wanted to do this kind of influencer adjacent stuff, but not be an influencer like a traditional one because they're really disconnected and not great. But I do want to kind of do that kind of thing, and also uh, just kind of get into the industry. I think stuff like acting is really fun, so I'll probably do some of that here and there, all kinds of stuff. Honestly, I've even been making music recently, but that's not going to be. I'm not going to become like a producer. I'm going to maybe uh, write some songs and do that under my own name, but not necessarily like produce other people's. But yeah, I've got loads of stuff I want to do. Got loads of stuff planned, and so yeah, Twitch is just one of those things. Like it was in streaming, and it's just one of the places that I'm gonna be streaming. But yeah, enough about that because honestly, I've kind of introduced that now. I'm getting a bit bored of myself talking about it. So now comes the question of like, what is actually interesting enough to put on stream? Ooh. Where's my next idea for what to talk about gonna come from? I don't know. Like how do streamers just talk about this kind of thing? I guess I mean that is a conversation starter in itself. Just gonna have to get used to it. But yeah, I was saying that I'm not going to university in my last stream. I was saying I'm not going in today, but I am going to work. We're going from 4 till 8, and honestly, I've just been dreading it all day. Um, I know that the thing with me, I'm a terrible worker. Like this is online, whatever the word is. Like it's not going to look good for me. People watching that, I'm a terrible worker. But the thing is, I can't get behind businesses. If I get behind a business's cause, I'm a great worker. I'll work really hard. I'll do really well, and if I respect everyone in my business, it really helps. At the moment, I work at a supermarket, and if I'm honest, I actually really respect everyone that I work with. Well, I don't respect them. I like them. I don't respect them at all, really, because they're just like the same as me. But but yeah, I do. I like them a lot, but that doesn't change the fact that I don't like the place. So like, I'm not gonna mess them around, and I'm gonna like work as hard as I can to make sure everything's fine for them. But yeah, I don't really do well in kind of boring like young people jobs. So yeah, I was kind of dread going in. I've only recently got this job as well. It's at a supermarket. I spent the whole of last year kind of doing loads of like random stuff. I even did because this whole content creation thing, I never really think about it this way, but it kind of comes from like I've wanted to do it since I was a kid. So last year I literally sold like videos to companies. Like I made them videos for their products and things. I hated it in the end because I thought, well, this is going to be a great way to kind of get into content creation and kind of product placement and all that kind of thing while I'm growing my YouTube channel and stuff. But I ended up making loads of videos on my YouTube that I didn't like, so I ended up deleting most of those because I just wasn't being myself in the videos, and probably because I wasn't being myself in these videos that I was selling for companies as well. I would literally. There was one thing that I got to post that I had to make a video about that literally broke the charging port on my phone. I don't know if it's broken, but the cable snapped off inside the phone. And this is my other phone, right? I'm going to use this all the time because I'm using my main phone to record. I have two phones. This is my like secondary one, and I had to wirelessly charge this for like a year, pretty much maybe even over a year, because there was a piece of metal stuck in the charging port from this company, and I had to go on camera and say it was fine. And actually, at the time, it was generally okay. It wasn't great, but like I could get behind it. And then I kept using the cable, and it snapped off in 3 people's phones. It broke my brother's charging port and mine, and one of my old phones as well. So yeah, not a good company. And when you have to like go on camera and sort of talk about these things, it feels like you're selling your soul. So I'm not going to do that again. Another thing about me, I don't know how long I'm gonna do it for, but I don't plan on actually doing sponsorships in videos. I think they're absolutely horrible. I would hate to, even if I had 10 million subscribers or whatever, I would hate to watch my own videos if I had loads of sponsorships of them. I really would. I don't like it when, you know, Mr. Beast does. I don't really like Mr. Beast content. You know, as a person, he's probably okay, but I know his co-workers are definitely dodgy. Look, I don't like Mr. Beast, okay? I don't like Mr. Beast. Jimmy's probably okay. Mr. Beast, not great. Neither are his staff, and I've never really liked his content very much. Very addictive, but I think that's probably what's wrong with content. I've always thought that. Well, literally, when it all started to come out against his channel, I'm not like preying on his downfall, but seriously, I was so glad that he was finally getting a bit of like what was coming to him, because seriously, you can't go around saying I'm the messiah of YouTube, and like, you know, you've got to better back that up, and he can't. His content's good. It's very, you know, entertaining. You know, it ticks all the boxes, but like it's not my kind of thing, and it's very, whatever the word is, it's very exploitative. Like, it exploits people's attention spans and all kinds of things. It's not great. It's not providing anything to anyone. Like the charity stuff is, but to the viewer, it doesn't really give them anything. It doesn't make them. It doesn't help them leave feeling any better about anything. I don't think. It just makes you feel like. Sometimes you'll finish a video like that, and your brain will just be buzzing. You'll be like, your ears are ringing because of the amount of shouting and ridiculous stuff that has been in the past like 5 minutes of video. Anyway, please let me through this gate. Almost got killed though. But yeah, that's Mr. Beast. I don't know what I was talking about before. OG Fortnite's coming out soon, so I might do some streams while playing that, and I might put like face cam on and stuff. But yeah, I'm not planning on doing like proper gameplay streams of it. Actually, I will, but just not on my personal channel. I'll do it on my friend's channel, because me and my friend Harvey, we started a channel last year, and that's basically where I do all my gameplay stuff at this point, because I don't really like doing gameplay videos on my main channel anymore, unless it's like something simple. Like, because I'm not a gaming YouTuber or a content creator or anything. But yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I don't do that anymore in terms of content creation and stuff. I've been editing videos for people, so I'm getting more money in that way. But and I need to check my DMs from. There's a person that I was editing videos for, so I'm going to check my DMs on stream. You won't see them, but let's see. Oh, no, I'm going to get killed by the clowns. No, oh no. Why did I not pause the stream? Right, let's have a look. What I've done, I've literally said to her, because this is a woman who runs a charity, like a black and sort of minority charity that does like special needs kind of schooling for kids. I've said to her, and this is going to sound like a virtue signaling here, I'm not, but I've said to her, I'll do you a good price for your videos, because genuinely, you know, the platform I was on before charged a load of money, and I know the videos that I'm editing for are like 60-second shorts. They're not going to be worth that. I spent like 2 hours on this video. I've charged for an hour because I just think it's fair to pay like £20 for that. But yeah, in the future it will be like £10 an hour. If anyone wants any services, I'm not selling that on stream. No way. So yeah, yeah. She's actually happy with that. I'm surprised, because I was hoping. Yeah, I was hoping that she would not sort of be bothered. You know, this is crazy how I made this video for her. She didn't even mention payment yet, even though obviously she was going to pay. And I was actually worried about, you know, her not wanting to pay. It's not great. Anyway, she said she will. And also, I told her to get a tripod, this exact tripod that I've got, because you can't really edit videos where there's people just kind of holding the camera, moving it around. It's really hard. So she's done that as well. It's really good. So, and then this is like the weave. You know, I'm getting back to the original thing. What was I saying? I was saying, yeah, I was going about streaming. How much I'm going to stream. This was the original thing, believe it or not, that I was talking about. I'm not going to be streaming very often. Probably, I'll probably stream a couple times a week. I was planning on doing it on a weekend, like mainly just whenever the house is free. Usually on a Sunday, I'll stream because that's when I usually kind of make videos and stuff. So I'll probably do that, but I also want to focus a lot on making videos. So I'm not going to do fully streaming, and I don't want to just be chronically inside like a lot of streamers are. Like I want to actually still have time to do things, and with university and stuff, I don't have that much time, but I want to still have time to go out and do stuff like that. So I'll probably only stream every so often. I also don't want to just stream during the middle of the day like I am now. I've just got the chance, that's why I've done it now. But otherwise I won't be doing that. I'll just do it whenever I'm kind of going on a game or something. That's what I'll usually do. When I'm like switching off, I'll be talking to the camera a lot of the time. Sometimes I won't be, because sometimes I literally just want to not be properly like dressed up and stuff, and like have my hair done and stuff for the camera. I just want to play a game, but yeah, that's how it's going to be. I've only got one viewer so far, but I am going to be streaming a lot, so in theory I'll get that viewer is me, by the way, but in theory I'll get a lot more viewers in the future if I just keep doing this. I know one thing that I'd been completely ignoring was Twitch in recent years, because I don't like it. I don't like the whole idea of live streaming. I don't think I like the idea of like just being unfiltered on camera, but I don't like the idea of like these platforms that are only live streaming. I watch videos myself, and I kind of tend to be on platforms that I use myself. So kind of Twitch was always going to be an uphill battle for me. But I heard basically one of my friend Harvey, his mate. I've never met him before, but last week I was talking to him on video. And I met him on Discord, and he said his friend uses Twitch and is like popular on here. And it kind of clicked with me that I had Twitch before. I have streamed to here before, but it was really awkward because it was with my mate. So I was just kind of trying to be entertaining on camera, but without being awkward. So I'm kind of putting that before everything else now. I'm developing how I am on camera first now before I bring anyone else on. But that channel didn't work. I had like 4 or 5 videos and gave up. I even posted it to my story, which is fine. Like, I actually want people to see like what I'm doing, but I kind of want to be a bit more successful first. I want to have figured stuff out, because after that I didn't want to stream because I was trying to still figure out what I was doing and saying on camera. And when you don't know, how are you going to figure that out when you've got those people that watching you? It's not great. Sometimes I kind of thrive in that, but I wasn't. I definitely wasn't. So yeah. Yeah, that's that. I can't remember what I was going to say next. I used to do like all kinds of videos. I used to do like tech videos though, usually. When I started making videos, I started when I was like 9 on Windows Movie Maker. because that came with Windows 8, and it was like my first proper experience of making and editing stuff, and I absolutely loved it. Like seriously, I cannot explain to you how much I loved doing that. So yeah, I got massively into it at the time, and then I started making like, so I was making like movie style things with my family and all that kind of thing. I was watching them because I've got my iPod Touch. Where is it? It's somewhere around here. I was watching all my old videos back from being a kid and just like being on camera. I think it's under my blanket maybe? I don't know. I literally just, oh, I know what happened to it. I actually dropped it down the side of my bed. I'm hoping it's not cracked. You guys are going to see before I do. That's right. There's loads of stories I can tell with this. It's got an engraving on the back from my 12th birthday. You can barely read it. Also, the case is yellow, and it has been yellow for about 6 years because of like sun exposure. I haven't changed the case on this. Usually I kind of like refresh the cases on my phones. This is like the second one that I've had. I got this phone in 2020, but this is the OG case from 2016. Surprisingly, there's only a few scratches on the screen. They're pretty deep, but yeah. I was looking through loads of videos on this. This is really annoying. This middle part is annoying me because it needs to dry. It's getting in the way. It's getting in my eyes a bit. Let me push it back. Is that better? I always do that. I look really vain doing that, but it's literally just to get it out of my face. Yeah. So, yeah, look, I was looking at all these. These still exist on my iPod. All these old videos. It's crazy. What's this? I think one of these is an Xbox 360. My old Xbox 360 and the lounge TV at our old house. Those are time lapses and stuff. I had iMovie and stuff, but I don't think those videos still exist. Let me see. I'll probably do like a proper look through all of my old videos as well, but I won't do that just yet. Yeah, this is missing videos. Also, I'm not connected to the internet because, and I don't know if I ever will connect to the internet on this again, because I've got it frozen in time from when I was last using this iPod. Like if I show you, look. If I go to one of my playlists, if I go to the UK Top 50 playlist, look at what was in the Top 50. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but it was when Ariana Grande, and I was just getting into her music at the time. She was top 1 and 2. She had Break Up With Your Girlfriend and 7 Rings, and I loved Break Up With Your Girlfriend in 2019, which is when I last properly used this as an iPod. And then it started to get a bit old. YouTube app stopped working and stuff like that. But yeah, it's on iOS 10 as well. I never upgraded it. Oh, I did upgrade it from 9 to 10, and then I left it there. But yeah, oh, look at this as well. I've got Apple News notifications, because I never turned them off at the time, from when the next president was in office, and when the government shutdown was on, which is a really nerdy thing to even know about. But yeah, there you go. Mario Run, Minecraft, a really old version of Minecraft Pocket Edition. Not nearly as old as the version that I used to play though. I got started before like even day-night cycles on Pocket Edition. Old Google Photos and stuff. But I had like a thread. I was weaving again. I can't remember what the original point of this was. I might use this as a microphone though, because I've got this app on it, and I was only going to use it as a microphone for videos because of voice memos, but I've just remembered I've got an app on it that lets me use it as like a Bluetooth mic, so I might do that as well. It has a really good sounding mic, so you might hear that. But I would seem a bit stupid kind of holding it up like this during streams. Also, how am I going to do that when I'm doing other things? But yeah, might do it maybe. I want to get the Touch 7, which is like the newest iPod Touch. This is the 6. But I know that the 7 is basically literally just my iPhone 7 in this body, so it won't be very good. Whereas this is faster than iOS 10. It's pretty good. But yeah, I know what the weave was. I'm not actually going to start calling it that, by the way. But I was going to get back to the fact that this is absolute. This has got so many stories. Like, look at the home button. It's not even on there properly. I can't. Let me see. Yeah, it's not on there properly. It's like at an angle. And I think I still have a scar under my eyebrow. One of these. I think it was this one. Because in school, and this is how long ago it was. Basically, I had an iPod, this one, and my Galaxy S5 was my phone. So I had two. I used to take both into school. And I was on this, like tapping away, because the school Wi-Fi was pretty good back in there. I could like watch YouTube and stuff. I was on this, walking underneath, like past one of the blocks, underneath a window. I cut myself on the edge of the window, like banged into it really hard. I remember. I probably saw like little, those little yellow birds, and later on, one of my mates, because this was year 7, I literally he comes over to me and he's like, "Sam, have you not noticed your eye is bleeding?" So I had to go to the nurses, and I don't know if it was me or if it was someone else, because it probably did happen with someone else as well. It does show how much of an iPad kid I was as well. But the nurse had or the school had all the windows, like that they had tape put all the way around, because of things like that, because I wasn't paying attention, and yeah, cut myself. And I've done it again. I did it again recently. I can't remember when it was, but I hit my head really hard. I might have even concussed myself. I think it was this year. For the second time. That was what it was. I got out of my friend's car. This was this year. This was only about 3 or 4 months ago. Clearly I've forgotten it because I battered my head. But I got out of my mate's car, turned around, and started walking towards the gym because I was right outside it. And I was going in, and there's this massive metal thing. I don't know why it's there. It's like the max headroom, like metal. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's for even, but it's one of those things. Anyway, I walked straight into it, like really hard, full force, same as the window. Felt really sick, like violently ill straight afterwards. Mad painful, and yeah, realised I'd split my eye open in the exact same place again. So yeah, it had 8 years to heal, but yeah, it's gonna have to have another 8 years. But yeah, you know what as well, it actually feels crazy that I'm 20 now, because again, when I got this, it was my 12th birthday. Doesn't feel like yesterday, I still feel. You know what? I don't feel massively like a teenager. I feel like I'm in a different phase of my life now. I just turned 20, by the way, so I am very much still just like a teenager. But I feel like I am going into another phase of my life, but I don't feel like I'm older necessarily. I just feel like I'm different, Like, you know how when you're 40, turn 30, you know that something else is coming up? That's what I feel like right now. And yeah, and I know that speak properly because I'm ill, but I know that this time I'm going to be in university, so that's going to be like the main sort of soundtrack of this first part of this phase of my life and of my 20s, even though I'm not going to call it that properly yet. I'm not really in my 20s until I'm like a couple years in, but yeah, university is obviously going to be a big part, but I'm not in school anymore, so it's always different. University is like a different level, But yeah, I'm not really enjoying it so far. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really enjoying my time there. The place is really nice. Teachers are nice. Meeting some decent people, but I'm commuting in because I didn't decide until late whether I was going or not. So I just. I was wondering if my mum got home there. I was just kind of listening out. But basically, I didn't decide if I was going, so I kind of left it too late. Didn't want to make too many big decisions, so I didn't. So I decided to travel in instead of like making a decision on an apartment was probably a bad idea, because now obviously I've got to kind of live with that, and yeah, I don't know how to say this. Yeah, it's just a bit awkward. Gotta live with that decision now. But yeah, it makes meeting people harder, because genuinely you sit with the people that you met on the first day, if you got on with them on the first day or on the second day. In the first week, you sit with them the whole term basically. You know, in your rows, and you might meet new people through them, but it's slow, especially when you're commuting, and you don't necessarily live with people on your course anyway, but you know, you'll meet people on your course. You meet people that you live with if you are sort of living out there. I'm not. So right now, basically, it's a massive sort of bonus, because I get to start up my channels and stuff, and I can start doing stuff like this and live streaming and making videos and all that kind of thing. But I can also just kind of go and have that part of my life as well, while it is all kind of just a bit, you know, it is a bit like being between worlds in a lot of ways. I'm gonna get absolutely killed here. I don't know what I'm doing. It's scene 9. I've got an M1 with no ammo and the starter Kendall. So yeah, it's not looking good. Not at all. I might have to get the E-Rad just real quick, because I don't really want to die. Quick. I think I did die. I think that was that the killer clown round? Did I die? I can't remember now. I'm gonna get this gun. I'm gonna be focusing for a sec, so just hold on. Alright, I'm dead, surely. No? How am I not dead? That is amazing. I'm just gonna use the star mission trap, like the escape velocity trap. That's the main one that I know the name of. The star mission. What's this? Cash. Perfect. Kind of makes up for the fact that I had to use the trap and the my new gun, because I'd run out of ammo. I didn't really plan very well for anything. Right, let me go get this perk. But yeah, oh no, I had it. I've removed it. I had it and I got rid of it. I'm an absolute moron. I can't believe that. That'd be why I wasn't dying so easily. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run away from all these zombies real quick. You guys have no idea what I'm doing, but you know, that's fine. Just gonna have to wait. Right, I'm going to pause it. So yeah, that's that. I mean, I've talked about everything there. That's the end of that kind of topic, basically. What I'll do in my streams, I'll literally just do everything. I'll do anything that comes to mind. I'll literally just pull something up on my computer if I want to react to it or look at it. I'll try and get stuff like screen capture working for my phones and stuff. I'll try and get like Xbox screen capture sorted. I'll get Discord sorted. I'll do pretty much everything over time. And I'll publish everything as VODs on my YouTube. But yeah, I'll be consistent, just not every day, because I don't want to no life it. I want to do loads of different things, and not just this. But yeah, let me now actually take the time to go and get this different gun. I've honestly been playing this game for 8 years, and it doesn't get old. I did get bored earlier this year, but that's not saying much, is it? I mean, I was playing it all the time and had like loads of months off, so obviously I'm going to want to come back to it. But yeah, nobody tends to really like this Call of Duty. It's a massively underrated one. I think the zombies people do like, but just generally it's not. It's pretty overhated. And it's always been my like chill out game. Oh, infinite ammo. Let's get rid of Bruce. He's just going to sit here spraying him with the gun till he's gone. You're not going to hit me, mate. Well done. A running zombie did more damage than Bruce did to me. That's not great. Completely emasculated. Right, let's see what this sounds like again. Let's see what. Sounds good. I might move the camera more. I might move it towards this star thing more because I do really like this starlight. I think it looks amazing. Usually, I'll show you around my room a bit. So usually I have my starlight over here. So on this wall where my computer is, it's shining like up there. Oh, it's gone too far. See, I'm seeing everything like later than you are. So it's usually going up there. And it looks really nice. And this is actually my video setup. So I'm pointing towards my old guitar, like this. I'm sat in front of this. But for streams and stuff, it's not going to work because my computer's here. But yeah, there's that. Right, what should I do next? I mean, I would do my college work on stream, and I probably will at some point. I feel like it's too early for that. I've been doing some things today. I've been doing Medea. Not Medea. See, I'm so uninterested. I don't know what I'm doing. But, yeah. It was actually decent, but usually it's not the work that I have to do. Haven't gone in all week either. That's not great. But I've been doing the work online. It's not that I've just been ignoring it. Or I will be doing the work online. I have been ignoring it, but I'm not planning on ignoring it. I've started doing it like I did this morning. But yeah. Oh, I'm absolutely getting battered now. I wonder what ever happened to my old Twitch channel. It was called SDTV Official, I think. And it had Jordan Belfort as the profile picture. Like, that whole era of my life, I was still trying to become an influencer, right? So that is a theme that runs through the past 10 years of my life, right? It's always happened. It's always been there. I've died. And that's it now. I have died fully. So it's always been there. It's always been a theme. And I've always wanted to just put myself out there. That's been what I've wanted to do. Like, this has been an outlet for me. And I've done it on so many different channels in so many different ways, and it's not felt in loads of recent years to be authentic. This does actually sit in front of a camera and do it like this way, but the way I was doing it then, I was kind of building up a persona that I didn't have. You know, I wasn't giving myself the chance to find that out first anyway. I was kind of following trends and stuff. I hate that. I hate, you know, TikTok trends and stuff and just sitting there and following them because it doesn't help you out. And in the future, it probably won't help me out if I did it now. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to forge my own personality. Thank you. Right, can I put my have I had loads of people coming in? Because I've got loads of welcome to the chat rooms. I don't know what that does. But yeah, maybe that's what that means. I'm going to put my MacBook down on the floor. Hopefully I don't tread on it. I don't know why I would. I can put my keyboard back, but I also can't see what I look like, which is disconcerting me massively. But yeah, no, I went through that whole phase. I had there's this guy that I met. The only thing that came out of that, the only good thing that came out of that entire phase was I met this guy called Andrew, who's really a decent guy, who was doing a similar thing, basically. But I completely shut down my Instagram. Didn't work anyway. I wasn't being who I am on like all my posts and stuff. I was just being really awkward. I was even posting thirst traps as well. When I had like a nitty haircut that didn't look good, and yeah, I don't know how I even got any likes at all. But yeah, I got rid of that account. I've had loads of TikToks, loads of TikTok accounts. I've even got one from 2020 for like the lockdown when things were really kicking off. So that's still up. I'll probably show that at one point. But yeah, there's a load of TikTok stuff I had to take down because they were terrible. Like entire accounts with like 50, 60 videos on them. I've got my original YouTube channel, which I haven't posted on since I was like 13 properly. I have posted more recently, but not properly. And this one that this is going to go on as a VOD, which is my main one. And I've got other ones as well, like loads of other ones, but those are the main ones that I've kind of kept up now. But yeah, I think I'm kind of done with the stream. I think my mum's back anyway, actually, conveniently. But I don't think there's much else that I'm going to say for this stream. But yeah, that's actually worked really well. I'm happy because I can see myself doing this, kind of going forward more. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next stream. Hopefully this goes somewhere. I'll try and make sure that it does. See you in a bit.